Hey guys, Tales of Creed here, and welcome to Trails of Cold Steel 2. It's been a little while. It's been a bit. The PC version just released. I'm freaking excited because I was playing Cold Steel last week, trying to get a save file, and I'm pretty excited to play this again. So, I'm excited. Just for a little refresher, in case you guys don't remember, because I know it's been a little bit since I last recorded Cold Steel 1. I should also probably mention, there are obviously going to be Cold Steel references and spoilers in this game, so if you have, for some reason, not played Cold Steel 1, you should probably go do that. That'd be a good idea. Other than that though, since the last time, we faced off with Crow in a final battle with Valimar, and didn't really work out too well, so we ended up being flown off to a faraway place. Well, all of our companions were left to fend off Crow, so that's pretty much the gist of it. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna be not stupid and play on normal, probably, because I don't really want to make this a super hard playthrough. So luckily, I did go back and get that PC save. I kind of rushed it at the very end because I started a playthrough, and then I didn't really keep up with it because a lot of games came out. But I went back and I fucking bum rushed that game, and I had a great time, honestly. So let's do this shit. Got my fucking save file, got 100 Sepith. You get all these things based on Rean's level, which I think I have a list of everything you can get. So let me check. Based on level 70 to 79, this is the lowest you can get, which is 69 or lower. 70 to 79, you get 300 Sepith, Attack 1, Soul Blur, and Zarum Powder, which, pretty good. Level 80 is 500 Sepith, Attack 1, Soul Blur, Saintly Force, and 2 Zarum Powders, which, that's really good, but getting to level 80 is kind of ridiculous. And then you get a reward for getting a 0, which is right there. I think you get something else as well for A1, which is like a silver emblem. Not as good.
I was bewildered. I was impatient. I felt overwhelming disappointment with myself and anger at my own weaknesses.
Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
On my first day with Class 7, I was sitting in a room full of strangers. Now I know I'm standing among friends.
But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thor's. None at all.
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough.
But getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
Before I came to the academy, I was a Jaeger.
But I'm confident Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer. I can't believe it! My very first class trip! We're gonna have the best time!
You deserve the chance to earn that legacy you were talking about. To leave a light for those who'll come after.
Don't make me cry right now.
So brilliant was my time at the academy that those feelings consumed my every thought, my every waking moment. The time I spent with my classmates was something that, in so many ways, changed me. From the strict yet kind instructors who diligently taught us, to the people we met as we traveled across the country. The time spent with them, my memories of them, were like a truly radiant light. And somewhere, a part of me thought that radiance would continue shining for ages to come. But all it took was a single bullet to bring everything crashing down.
Go finish your speech in hell.
That bullet sparked a fire which grew and grew before our eyes, evolving into a great flame that smothered our light in an instant.
Well played, Armbrust.
There were no exceptions, be it those seemingly never-ending days or anything else I'd come to treasure.
Resound, resound, O voice everlasting! Rend night's silent veil and reveal unto all the beautiful world!
Everything was reduced to ash.
But at the end of the day, I'm C. That's the real deal. The Crow Armbrust you've known all this time, he isn't real. He never was.
Back then, I still didn't understand. I didn't know the pure bliss that comes from being with others, nor did I know the ache that comes from parting with them. I didn't understand what it meant to truly love someone. All I could do was endure the torment of my own sense of powerlessness and bottle up the feelings I could do nothing about. All while trying desperately to fight against that ever-burning flame. Where am I? How did I get here? I feel like I was fighting, and then... Am I dreaming?
Of course not. So you've finally woken up.
You're...
And I wish it were, but this is no dream. This is reality. Cold, cruel reality. And you're going to need to hurry up and accept that because you haven't got time to waste. His core's been damaged, which means he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So you're gonna need to protect yourself, Ashen Awakener.
Ashen Awakener? What are you talking about? Wait. What's going on here anyway? What is that thing? Wait, never mind that. What are you?
Ugh, knock it off! How am I supposed to answer anything when you keep bombarding me with question after question? You're a chosen one. Chosen by a fragment of the ancient Great Power.
Great power?
That's right. Those fragments were the origin of the great knights that appear in Erebonian legends. At times, they protected people from harm and disaster, while at others, they were the cause of harm and disaster themselves. and the being in front of you is one of them. A divine knight known as the Ashen Knight.
The Ashen Knight? Valmar? Wait. I remember when I called him.
You got it. You've known that name for a while by now. But he's not the only divine knight that's active. The noble faction has one under their control too. That one is known as the Azure Knight, or Dean. Remember? That's the one you fought and lost against.
Why? Why did it come to this? Why did everyone... Crow?
He had me fooled too. How could I have known that irresponsible playboy was the Azure Knight's Awakener? He's obviously had plenty of experience piloting it too. He must be pretty dedicated to his cause, whatever it is.
Hey, get up! You can hear me, right? Take me back to Trista! Take me back to my classmates!
You're wasting your time. His core was heavily damaged in the battle with the Azure Knight. Didn't I just tell you that? And despite that, he strained himself flying all the way out here afterwards. Even when he was barely hanging on, he prioritized your recovery over his own. You exhausted yourself during your first synchronization with him, you know.
Damn it! This must be somewhere in the Isengard range, on the northern side of the Nortia province.
Huh. I'm surprised you were able to work that out just from a glance. I guess that's what happens when you're raised in the mountain. Hey, where are you going?
Alright, well, just as the last game, we're going to be given a little button prompt control thingy here. And we can save and everything. For those who don't know, there's quite a few differences with the PC version, which is why I waited for it instead of playing the PS3 version right away. I'll go over that as we walk along, but Notebook allows you to read a summary, so basically there's a lot of things in the notebook. There's recipes, there's fishing, there's character notes, there's a lot of things. And just as with the last game, I do plan to get every single character note, every single chest, every single fish, every single recipe, you name it, it'll probably be gotten. It'll probably be gotten. The big change with this game in comparison to the last game is you can actually get every single character note in one playthrough, which was not possible in Cold Steel 1, which is very, very annoying.
My stuff's gotta be around here somewhere.
So we can open up the menu. Things will change, but you can see there's slight differences in the menu. There's going to be slight differences with your quartz, as you can see right here with the little things next to them. We'll go over all these things as time goes on, but we did get this golden emblem, which I do want to equip, so we're going to do that. No weapon.
I can sense monsters nearby too. I'm gonna need to be careful.
For now, we're going to need to leave Valimar here, but it is very cool that he brought us here. Unfortunately, he did kind of risk himself by doing that. Alright. So, to name a couple things of what's different in the PC version, there's a turbo mode, which I can't do right now, I guess? I don't know why. Might have to check on that. I thought I could just do it whenever. There's a turbo mode that makes things a lot faster with battles and also just walking on the main screen and world map and all that. There's 5,000 new voice lines, I believe, with spreading across multiple characters. There's a lot of new stuff. Also, the game just visually looks better, and also there's an FOV slider, which I kind of put to max because I like the max FOV in this game. Alright, so they're going to explain quartz and stuff, which we already really know about if we played the first game. Just quartz, put the quartz in, it does cool stuff. It's pretty much very similar to the last game. As you fight monsters, you'll get septium fragments, or sepith, or whatever, and you trade all that in for, you know, quartz. And then you can also level up your master quartz. So, these are all things that were pretty normal in the last game. Since I played the last game last week, or like around pretty recently, I know all these things already, so I don't really feel the need to go through all the tutorials about it. But we do start off with the fourth Master Quartz, which is honestly a really good Master Quartz. Killing enemies restores CP, like getting CP back rocks. So, we also have the Attack Quartz, so let's go ahead and throw that on Rean. In this game you start off at level 40, which is kind of interesting. So it doesn't take your exact level from the last game, you do have like a starting point. Also the really cool thing about this game that I really like is there's different like outside battle animations for your attacks. When I saw that, I was like, wow, that's the coolest shit ever. Why wasn't that in the first game? Because in the first game it felt kind of stiff, but in this game it's like, fuck yeah. I actually feel like I have a sword. I really enjoy that. We're gonna hear a really good battle theme in a bit. I really like the battle theme in Cold Steel 2. And also, I just really like the opening more. I think it has my favorite opening in the series. And the battle theme is really good. I wouldn't say it's the best battle theme. I'd probably give that to 0, to be honest. So, there we go.
Now's our chance.
When I first heard this theme, I was like, that's kind of weird. Because the beginning of it, it's a little weird. But then it goes. And I really like this theme. Alright, so turn order, as you probably know if you played the rest, you get different effects from turn orders. Like critical helps a lot, CP up, HP heal. Zero arts is really good. You want to use critical a lot of the time when you have like an S-craft, and you just fucking boom them. And also the UI is just completely different. So, hey, look at all this, look how cool it looks. It's a lot different. So you basically have a range. I mean, this is all things we know about already, so just do the damage. The cool thing about in this game is the numbers are displayed a little better. There's like effects that show up when you try to do effects. Like one of Rean's attacks, which is Arc Slash, adds a delay. And in the first game, it didn't really show that delay. You just kind of had to assume it was there. But now when you use Arc Slash, it's going to say like AT delay on the top. And I'm like, fuck yeah, that's what I want, dude.
Here I go.
So, like, I can just do this. And you're probably going to be seeing that art a lot, because it causes AT delay. And AT delay basically pushes them down on the turn order. And it makes things really good. Because you can spam that a lot, and you can push them down the turn order so many times, and you basically just get so many turns in front of the enemy. Which I didn't exploit that in my Let's Play of the first game, but since then, I've learned a few things. So, I will say, I think I need to turn this game down quite a bit, because it's pretty dang loud. But for this first session, I'm going to roll with it. But probably in the next session, I'm going to turn this game down a lot, because it's pretty dang loud. You'll probably won't notice it, because I'm going to be turning the game down in editing, but for me, it's super loud. So there are monster notes. I usually don't go for those. That's like one of the few things I don't go for in this game. There's courts to make it easier to get their information, but like the battle scope item, I don't really want to use a battle scope item on like every single enemy in the game. So, but there are courts to make it easier. I just don't feel like it. That's one of the things I really don't care about.
I wonder what's going on over at the academy now.
Hey, slow down a minute.
Well,
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to cut him off. Anyway, we can, I'm probably gonna wait till I show this, but, this is the notebook, which basically shows everything about Rean and his journey and all that. Very similar to what we had in the last game, so it's nothing really to worry about right now.
if I keep going this way, I should be able to get out of the canyon.
Excuse me! You can't seriously be thinking of leaving him there out in the open, are you? Hey, say something. Are you mad at me or something?
Why would I be? You only completely disregarded and overruled my decision.
What else was I supposed to do? If we hadn't flown away when we did, you'd be dead by now. We probably would have lost Valimar too. If anything, you should be thanking me.
Forget it. Right now, I want to focus on finding the others. If I keep going this way, I should end up on the highway at some point.
Sorry, but that's a huge waste of time. It's been over a month since all of that stuff happened back in Trista.
A month? You can't be serious. There's no way it's been that long.
Oh sure, don't believe me. Like I said, you completely exhausted yourself during your first synchronization with the Ashen Knight. And I do mean completely. There was a real chance you could have died.
What?
It's a miracle you're able to walk around like this a mere month later, and it's all thanks to him. He used what little mana he had left to heal you rather than himself. And just so you know, I've been here this whole time, watching over you. So I really don't think I deserve all of this animosity I'm getting from you.
This can't be. It's been a whole month since what happened near Trista? But then, what happened to the others?
Hey, wait a... Oh, for heaven's sake!
Poor Celine. She's trying her best. Alright, so we have a map, of course. We're gonna take a look more into it with the start button. So there we go. More story pretty soon, as you can see. God, I love the FOV. Like, the FOV is so cool. It's like one of my favorite things about the PC version is I can zoom this shit out and I'm like, fuck yeah, look at all this shit. So, it has been a month. They did show the calendar before we set off. And the final day in the game of the last game, I believe, was 10:30. So, it has been around a month since then. I will use arts.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
Alright, so same as the last time, really. There are support arts, there are attack arts. We have attacks, so we do have a fire spell on us. So we'll just use that and bam boom, and we hit them and we win. It's crazy, I know. So we have Fireball. And there we go.
My turn.
And you can just do that.
Let's move.
I wonder if I can delay this guy. Nah, not enough. Well, oh, I can just get the crit. Nice. Well, he's dead. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. Jesus. Rean's not really my caster type, but you know, it's there. He can do magic. So, let's get going. Try and get down this place. I don't know why this is here, by the way. What's this doing out here? You know, it's just here. Same as last time. You touch it, you rest, and you're ready to go. Bing boom bop, we won. Yeah, this whole first part's gonna be a lot of tutorials. Which is fair.
You could really try calming down a little, you know. You could at least respond.
Rean's just a little mad right now. You can't really blame him, honestly, with all the shit that happened. And Trista, like, you can't blame him for, you know, how he's feeling right now. I feel like you should be worried about Emma, to be honest. Alright. Really? It looks like a dumb bird. Alright, well let's, oh, we get our S-Craft. Nice. I didn't think we were gonna get our S-Craft so quickly. I was trying to do something, it didn't really work out, but you know, it's fine. All the status effects in the game, pretty much. I don't know if some of these are still, I think some of these are still restrained to certain areas, so. And all the, like, buffs and debuffs and stuff, which we'll get into as the game goes on, because we're going to be doing a lot of those, so.
My turn.
I think they just want me to blow up. Wow, way to go, Rean. You really fucking nailed it. Alright, we can... Oh, they did that on purpose, okay. And then we can do an S-break. Basically, S-breaks, you just do the bing bam, like, during your turn, and then you can do your S-craft. New voice lines. Awesome. And they're dead.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
So yeah, there's a lot of new things in this game. They're very subtle though. And I like the subtle differences in this game. Like the animation, the slightly different voice lines. You're going to be noticing that with a lot of characters. How the voice lines, like, they have the same lines in the game, but they're subtly different. It's kind of like they've grown as a person, like from the last game, and I really appreciate that, because that's so good. Because you can hear the difference. It's really good. There's one character in particular I want to mention it for, because it really helps her. So I'm really excited to show that off.
Hey. Hey.
Rean's in a bad mood right now. He doesn't really feel like talking. I feel kind of bad for Celine, but at the same time, like, Rean's kind of going through some shit right now, so you can't really blame him for his anger. Oh yeah, that's a new thing in this game also. That's so cool. So Celine can pop in. That's a real cool thing. Alright, so let's see if we can do some Autumn Leaf Cutter. Because there's a lot of enemies here. Though I did get the... Oh. Wait, Autumn Leaf Cutter has 18 delay? Did that always have delay? I thought it just had impede. Oh, maybe I'm dumb. I thought it was just Arc Slash that had delay. I feel like they added that. Am I stupid? Oh my god. That's sick. I have even more delay options. Unfortunately, I can't. Wow. Sick.
Let's move.
Can I get all three? Probably not, but, you know, it's worth a shot. Come on. Come on. Yeah, boy, you know you can. I just want to get rid of these three. God, I love this song.
My turn. Sit. Here I go.
There we go.
Need to hurry and find the others.
This is stressful.
So you can say that again. The victory theme is still the same. But battle theme, the battle theme is called Heated Mind. It's a really good battle theme. I'm a big fan.
Get out of my way. Let's move.
Since we have triple advantage, I'm not too concerned about this fight. But we are just Rean, so maybe I should be a little concerned. Gale, you can move around now? That's not real. That wasn't in the first game, they changed that.
Here I go.
Yeah, so there are differences with the arts, as you can see. Oh, great. Fucking awesome. I'm just having a great time in going through this game so far. They definitely changed some arts. Like, probably to balance them out and make them a little better. So people will use them more. Like, Gale being not restricted to an enemy is pretty fucking good. God damn, that's so good. Alright, so we got all that done on that side. I still don't know why I can't do turbo mode. I wonder if they're gonna unlock that for me in the game. It's kind of strange that I can't do it.